Welcome back, panelists.
Hey.
Hello
Hey.
again. Now, for anybody that's just joining us, Alyssa, would you mind telling us what planDisney is?
Of course. We are everyday guests, just like the people that ask us questions. We are Disney super fans, and we use our personal vacation experience to help guests plan their dream vacations. So it's based on our personal experience and our advice. And we answer questions for Walt Disney World, Disneyland Resort, Disney Cruise Line, and Disney Vacation Club. And we are compensated for our participation, but it's definitely worth it to help make magic for others.
Absolutely. And you all are so good at it. I love it. All right, so I feel like we've covered a lot beyond the theme park so far, but there's even more to enjoy without even leaving your resort. Let's talk more about resort fun.
Yeah, definitely. So a resort day is a must at Walt Disney World Resort. I mean, you really have to take advantage of this beautifully imagined hotel and all the amenities are there. And one of the key pieces is the pool. I mean, the pools are themed and they're really fun. So you can pretend to be Nemo in the big blue pool over at Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Or my favorite is the pool that's shared by Disney's Yacht Club and Beach Club resorts called Stormalong Bay. And you've got a lazy river there, which would be amazing for you,
Yes,
Alyssa, right?
I would love
and
it.
Sand bottom pool, and of course, the flying jib, this 230-foot water slide. It actually starts outside of the resort proper, and you climb up this pirate ship and slide all the way down back into the pool. It is so fun. And there's also poolside entertainment with music and games that keeps the kids entertained. So parents can kind of chill.
Yeah, there's all kinds of activities going on at your resort, and I don't think a lot of people know that. But if you look in your resort lobby, they have a board posted with that week's activities.
Oh.
So there could be, like he said, games, trivia, dance parties. There could also be like a craft of some sort. So at Disney's Pop Century Resort, you can make a Mickey tie-dye shirt, which that would be a really cool souvenir that you made yourself. And then there's some cool things at night. You can actually do a campfire and buy a s'mores kit and make s'mores at your resort. Or you can do Movies Under the Stars, which is where they show Disney movies at night.
Yeah.
There's actually a campfire sing-along with Chip and Dale over at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort.
I know you love Fort Wilderness.
Oh yes, we both love Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, it's the best. But at poolside, we've got that, right? We just talked about that. But there are things that people who aren't staying at Disney hotels, so if you're not a resort guest, there's still things that you can enjoy at the resorts.
One of my favorite things to do at the resorts outside of the theme parks is dine, because there's a lot of food in the parks, but some of my favorite meals have been outside at the resorts. And actually, many of the character dining experiences are at the resorts. So you've got Chef Mickey's at Disney's Contemporary Resort, and you've got Ohana now has breakfast again with Lilo and Stitch, which is super fun. And then another one that we both love, we were talking about this, is Storybook Dining at Artist Point with Snow White.
Yes.
And it's got some character friends there. You want to talk about?
Talk
about that?
Listen, you're in this like garden wonderland. The food is spectacular, and then all of a sudden, here comes the evil queen.
Now, my family dined there, and I was there with my nieces, and I was wearing a dress that had the apple from the evil queen all over it, and Grumpy was not happy with me. He wouldn't even hug me at first. He was
what about the
crossing his
evil
arm.
queen?
She was very pleased.
Okay.
She approved, but Grumpy did not. And I was like, I promise, I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything bad.
But Dopey's
So
really
fun.
cute. Dopey was
Dopey
fun.
Oh, he's so fun.
He's so fun.
Yes. And there's little dance parades.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Aww.
The food's good too. And you've got Cape May and also Topolino's Terrace.
Yeah.
So those are two good options that maybe people don't think about as well.
Right,
For
for
dining with
character
characters. But of course, you've got dining without characters, which that's some of the best meals. So one of my favorites is Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge.
Yes.
Every time we go there, we walk out with a smile on our face. We laugh. The food's delicious. The servers are they have these hilarious antics.
They're so good.
So just be careful. I don't want to spoil anything.
I'll give them a little bit.
But
Just give them a little bit.
should they not do?
Well, they shouldn't ask for a small glass of water or a large glass of water, or they really should ask for it and see what happens.
That's true.
And definitely ask for ketchup.
Definitely ask
See what happens.
Ketchup. Wow. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so now I know that when it comes to dining, there is a 60-day period or something. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So you can actually make all of your dining reservations for the length of your stay at 60 days if you're staying in a Disney Resort hotel. All other guests have to wait till 60 days from the day they wish to dine, but that's really nice because you can plan out your day. So it's a good way to do that. But you just have to make sure you're on there at that 60-day mark so you get those restaurants you want.
And now I know that we've talked about everything that we can do beyond the parks, but I feel like we're forgetting something a little more enchanting, a little extra. Let's hop right into some of the enchanting extras that we can do beyond the theme parks.
Fort Wilderness is unlike any other resort on property. It is enormous, it's fun, it's got activities. You can visit the Tri-Circle D Ranch, you can do archery lessons, pony rides, horseback riding. I mean, you can even take a Segway tour.
And as we said, there's the Chippendale Campfire Sing-Along, but another really fun option for dining there is the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review dining show. So it's also hilarious. It's a lot of fun and delicious food. That's on site. And something else that I want to do at Christmas time, they have carriage rides. So you get to go on the horse-drawn carriage throughout the grounds, but during the Christmas time, people decorate. So there's Christmas lights everywhere. That would be a really fun experience to try.
That is so fun. And I know there's another fun experience that you mentioned before at Coronado Springs.
Yes. So there's a lot of other options in the Enchanting Extras collection. If you want to get in touch with your creative side, almost every resort is going to have something for you. So over at Coronado Springs, they have where you can make a mosaic Mickey and you can put it in your garden. And they give you all the tiles. You make it look beautiful, take it home. It's a great souvenir. At Contemporary Resort, you can paint a castle that looks like Cinderella Castle. And then there's other options like painting in the vineyard over at Disney's Beach and Yacht Club, those two resorts. And there's also like just lots of options like Sangria University at Coronado Springs if you want to learn how to make your own sangria and then you get to try it. So, there's a lot of things to try out.
And there's some opportunities that are at multiple resorts like guided fishing. So you can get in a pontoon boat and go out for the day and see how well you can cast and catch.
That's true. Well, actually, my family did that as kind of our finale for one of our Disney World trips, and none of my kids have ever fished before. So it was kind of exciting to see them try something new at Disney, these kids who constantly come to Walt Disney World. And now they will not stop talking about the guided fishing tour that we had. They were so lovely during it. They thought it was so exciting. The fisherman we had was so kind to my kids and taught them how to do the bait and said, I'm going to take you to where you're going to catch all the fish. Actually, only one child caught a lot of fish, my daughter, of course. So it was really great that they got to try that. And it was just a finale that we needed for that trip. So
That's so much fun.
Very cool.
I wouldn't think to do that at Disney.
No, I mean, there's just so many different things that you can do, and just take the time to look through all the resorts when you're choosing a resort and find what has those amenities as you're building your vacation. So you may come here for a week or 2 weeks, and you want to fill that time with adventure and fun, and these Enchanting Extra Collections opportunities are just magnificent.